everybody. I wanted to just share this quick video with you of how I took a coffee table that had quite a few scratches and blemishes on the top and some chewed areas from a little puppy dog. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace for $30. It's a lift top coffee table, and inside everything was beautiful. Inside the drawers, it was just the outside that needed some attention. The color, it was something that my son and daughter-in-law really liked, so we didn't want to change that. So I thought I'd use some Restore Finish on the body. But I needed to fix these chewed areas on the corners and then also completely sand the top of this coffee table. It is solid wood, and I thought this would be just a simple project that I could do to bless them with the coffee table that they were hoping to be able to have in their home. So I started off with sandpaper, and I wasn't getting very far. I decided if I just used sanding paper and smoothed out these chewed edges, I really didn't have to get a perfect fit, where I could take, a lot of people take a glue gun and they make a mold and they get it perfect that way, but it was only slightly rounded edges on this trim. And I thought if I just take some sandpaper, and I had to move to over to sander here to smooth it out nicely, then I could make that corner almost look like the rest of that trim. And I did. It was really easy. And then I did have to completely sand the top. I started with 120 sanding discs, thinking that that grit would do it. I didn't get very far at all with that, so I ended up going with an 80 grit, knowing that this was solid wood, and that gave me much better results. I went from 80 to a 120 to 180 to 220 sanding discs to get this nice and smooth. It's very hot in Florida, so I took a misting bottle and just wet the surface of this coffee table top before I put on my gel stain, just to make sure that I had enough working time with it. And for whatever reason, this time I decided to use an old brush that I had. I usually just rub it on with a cloth, but I used this brush and it did fairly well, and just smoothed it out over the surface, and then took a white cloth and wiped it all down. And that's just from an old t-shirt. And the top of it just looked beautiful. I believe it's American walnut, and it just matched the rest of this coffee table, which saved me a lot of time in trying to make it match on the bottom. All I had to do on the bottom, I actually used Restore Finish in mahogany. It will look the best. It seemed to match. And here it is completed. I still need to do a top coat on the top of this, but I wanted to just show how those corners work. There's shadowing from the trees, so you can't see how beautiful this really turned out. But it was so simple. So I took something that was $30 that, most people wouldn't want to have in their home with the chewed marks and all those scratches, and turned it into practically brand new. And my son-in-law and daughter just love it. So just to encourage you that you can take something and fix it up and make it really beautiful in your home. Thanks for watching. Bye.